Alright, the next one I'm going to show you my Filofax setup is my A5 Pennybridge. It's actually a Filofax and iPad case. Now I don't have an iPad, I have a Samsung 10.1. It doesn't fit in the iPad slot. Hello Miss Maddie. Miss Maddie's come to say hello. Hello Miss Maddie. Hello Miss Maddie. Hello. Go for your kiss. Hello. Yes. Okay. We're done. Yeah, my Samsung 10.1 does not fit in the iPad slot, but I have made it fit. If you are willing to take a craft knife to your leather planner, you can make it fit. I will have to do some photographs on how to do that, because obviously I'm filming on my tablet over there. The Filofax Pennybridge is quite a chunky monkey, but it's not as big as some of the other A5s because, even though it's a zip, it has very small rings. These are the same size as most personal rings. They are 23mm. So most A5s are 28, 30, sometimes bigger. These are essentially a compact version of an A5. Notice that it opens backwards because your iPad slots in here. Now if you've got an iPad, it goes in there, you've got your camera, your front-facing camera, your button, your speaker hole, you've got your on and off buttons, and then at the back you've got your camera hole. Oh, it's got a pocket on the back. I'd forgotten about that. Sorry. It's got a pocket on the back. Now this is all, it's like this all the way around with the appropriate slots. Let me turn the zip backwards so you can see. So it should be all the way along here. It should be like this right up to there. Then there's a gap where your charger goes in on an iPad, and then this should be like this again here. But I cut it off because my tablet it fits perfectly in that slot, but it doesn't fit through this gap. So I cut all these bits off that I didn't need here and at the top, and my tablet slots in there. And if you're familiar with a 10.1 tablet, you'll know that the front-facing camera is here, and it doesn't interfere with this in any way because it's quite a way down. This hole is exactly right for the power button and the volume. And the speakers, the tablet is kind of like that, and then it's got an extra bit on the outside where the speakers are. The speakers fit. They just poke out the side here. So it's exactly the same size as the back plate on this, and this holds it snugly. And then of course, because the zip comes up and around like that, it's not going anywhere anyway. It's, you know, it can't fall out. Even if you've got it open, it can't fall out. So yeah, I MacGyvered it with a craft knife. It was very easy to do. I measured twice and cut once, and it works perfectly. With my iPad in here, I've also got, I don't know where my stylus is right now, but I've got a stylus that's like a pen, and if you have one of those, then it fits nicely there. And obviously you've got a pen loop over here as well for your Filofax. This is fully elasticated, but jelly pens don't like to go in there. It does take a Colito though. There you go. It's a bit of a struggle because it's not stretched yet. I haven't used it very much. The thing I love most about this is this. Yeah, the Filofax comes out. How cool is that? So I can use this as a wallet for my my tablet without having to buy another one. And I've also got notes and a little, you know, I've just got some business cards in here and some reinforcement stickers. But I've, you know, it's got pockets that I could put things in if I needed to take something with my tablet. So that's a definite plus. Now the Filofax itself, on the front it's this lovely red. On the back it's just a page lifter. But I actually don't mind that, because the way the rings are put in, you know how in ordinary Filofax the rings are, here's the back binding of the Filofax and the rings are there. Okay, with this one, okay, so compact, back of the binder, rings go that way and the opening for the rings is there. With this one, the back of the binder is here, but the rings are back here and they open this side. So actually this lies completely flat, which I actually prefer. I love this because normally you're fighting with your rings to stop bits coming out of the holes. Whereas with this, it just lies flat. That's it. It lies flat. It also bends around on itself if you want to save some desk space. I love it, and it's really light. It's actually, this one is slightly heavier. Very slightly. Yeah, very, very slightly heavier. Now, because this is essentially a compact A5, I have to be judicious about what I put in here. So I haven't got 60 different sets of things set up in here. This is my project planner, it's my work planner. I organise my classes, my blog posts, my videos, my YouTube stuff, my day-to-day admin, my taxes, all that stuff goes in here. But this is my working planner. I've got my domino, which is my current year. So, for instance, as soon as I'm finished with Christmas Chronicles, that will get archived into my domino as 2013. Same with my finance stuff. Once that's done, that'll get archived into there. So I've still got a year's worth of information there if I need it, but I haven't got it clogging up my planner. I don't need it in front of me all the time. So I got another of RhomanysRealm's postcards here. This is one I got with an order that I sent. It's just in a little cellophane packet, and it's got some, it's just covering my stickers basically. I've got some stickers, I've got my dots and things, and again, only stuff that I really use. I've got a whole bag full of sticky notes and post-its and cards and all sorts of things that I can use, but they're not in my planner. I don't need them in my planner unless I go and get one to use it. So these are just some spare book clips. And then this is a Tisha Moore card. Again, I got that with an order, and I've got my post-it notes stuck on the back of that. I'm missing my yellow one. It's gone AWOL again. They keep falling off. I had to stick them down with some glue. Then I've got, I'm using the 6 set of dividers, excuse me, which is the subject dividers, but instead of writing on what they are, I colour code them, and they're colour coded according to the same system that I used in this one. So for instance, where it says in here, what have I got as an example? Giveaway video. Okay, I knew I was doing the giveaway video that day, so that's highlighted in pink. So I went to the pink section. I would find a piece of paper in there that's got information about the giveaway video, what I'm giving away, who's supplied it, where it's come from, where it's going to, everything until that giveaway is finished will all be in that section. So that's how that's set up. I've just got a front page in here. Now I've got 2 planners in here. As you can, I'm sure you can appreciate, I'm a teacher, and what I'm filming today is it's not like vlogging and YouTubing where you might be doing a video today that's you're scheduling for next week and all you need to know is what you're doing and when you're scheduling it for. I am constantly planning classes that are, I mean at the moment I'm planning classes for June.
because I've got a year-long class running, so I'm currently planning videos for June, filming videos for April, and finalising videos for January and February. Plus I've got, the class is actually starting in a week, so I've got to organise all that as well. So I've got like a planning schedule, I've got a filming schedule, I've got a teaching schedule, and I've got an admin schedule. And it can get quite confusing knowing where you've got up to. I spend my life with lists going, have I filmed that? Yes. Have I edited it? Yes. Have I uploaded it? Yes. Have I uploaded it where I need to? Yes. Have I linked it? Yes. Have I double checked it? Yes. So it's a big job. So I'm using 2 calendars. I've got, let me just skip to a page. I've got the A5. This is the Filofax week on 2 pages, vertical with appointments, I think, and it's the 5 language one, so you get all this ridiculous information up here that you don't need. So I've whited all that out, as you can see, because that gives me a nice big block at the top where I can write extra things in. I can write in important notes for the day. The very top line I use for work schedule, because like I said, I work to my flatmate's shifts, so I just put her work schedule in there and then that's what I work to as well. This has appointments, so I can block off periods of time. I just find it easier with teaching. I find it easier to be able to do it like a timetable, and with this I can say, right, 8 till 11 I'm going to be filming this video, then I'll have lunch, then I've got an appointment there, and then from 2 till 5 I'll edit that video and I'll upload it, and while that's uploading I'll edit this one from this morning and put that one up. So I can square off my time. Now obviously I haven't started using this version yet. I will update you on how that's going later on, but basically I decide what I'm going to do in here, and then I break it up into tasks in here. And this is my to do. So this is what I'm doing today, what I'm filming, what I'm linking up, what I'm marking, all that kind of stuff, what I'm actually physically doing today. And then in my class section I have I'm using the Dodo pad. I've currently got, I think I've got December, January, February. I've only got 2 months in here at the moment. I could put a few more months in here and I may do that. As you can see, I'm still working on stuff and scheduling things. So this is all stuff where it's been filmed and organised and everything else, and now I just need to schedule it as I link it up, which is, you know, tomorrow's job. And the reason I started using the Dodo, let me go to a darker page that you can see. The reason I started using the Dodo pad, I like the fact that it's got a notes page and a calendar page, and I like the fact that, again, it's like a timetable, so I can split this by subject. So I can have my When Frogs Sing videos, my When Frogs Sing PDFs and blog posts, my YouTube videos, my general blog posts, and, you know, perhaps my giveaways or something like that. I can put different sections in here according to what I need. And obviously, you know, if a class finishes, When Frogs Sing is a full year class, so that won't apply, but I could have had, you know, my current class in here and change that as the year went on. So this is what's actually happening. This is the finalised class plan, as it were. I do have it all written out, but it's all written out in a different format, and I didn't want to confuse the issue by having 2 different formats. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be using. So all my When Frogs Sing stuff will go in there. My YouTube videos and blog posts, what I schedule for when, because I want to start getting ahead of myself on things like that. I don't want to keep, you know, doing a video today to go up today. I want to be able to film a video, edit it in a couple of days and schedule it for going up this time next week, kind of thing. You know, just have a bit more of a break between filming and actually putting things up. So that's my 2 planners. And at the moment I've just got my January tab in. I've got a whole set of these calendar tabs, but I'll just swap that out. I've only got 1 month in the planner. I don't really need more than 1 month in the planner because I can only work on today. So I've just got the front of the Dodo pad, the Indodo dispensable data, and my information, again my name, my mobile number and my email, just at the front there. So that's, you know, it's obvious where that is. And the important stuff that I mustn't forget, like the colour magenta that I use for the website, I can never remember the code for it, so I wrote it on there. Now I saw somebody, and I will try and link to the video because it was a really, really clever idea. She had stuff like this, like codes and fonts and things, and she had done them on little credit cards, and she'd put them in the credit card slots of her planner, and it was just reference cards that she'd laminated. I thought it was a brilliant idea. I'm gonna have to find that video and look at it again because I think I could do with something like that, just for, you know, regular things, like stuff that you have to do once a month but you can never remember what order you have to do things in. Codes that you don't have to use very often but you need to remember them, passwords, things like that. Because this is a desk planner, it doesn't really go anywhere. This lives on my desk. I've got my 2014 sheet. This is the Filofax, Filofax week on 2 pages diary, multilingual, vertical, with appointments. And then I've got 2013-2012, personal information section. And then I've got my January tab, and I've also got, again, printed off Filofaxy. This is the same one as I have in my personal one, but I printed it on 2 different pages. So I've got 2013 and 2014, and this is just a record of my working hours. So, for instance, this one is my class hours. I'm going to go through also and put in my work hours so I can work out my average working week. I've got my holidays, my sick leave and all that, days off, all that kind of stuff in here. Because when you do your tax returns you have to tell them you have to take off holidays and things like that, and sick leave and things. So that's my year planners. I've got a notes page there at the front of the diary, which is useful. So like I say, I'm going to use this as a timetable almost. Blocking off sections because I really need to get a schedule going. It runs from 8 AM to 8 PM and I normally work from 10 till 10, but you know, it doesn't matter what times are as long as it's slots. It's the slots I'm interested in. And also it's got a shorter Saturday and Sunday, and I want to get out of the habit of working in weekends. I've got into this habit of working 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, and I've got to change that. So, you know, weekends, I can only schedule a certain amount of things. When I run out of room, I can't do anything else. So that's going to be my breakdown of my day. My yellow section here is notes and important stuff. So, you know, I've got notes for a class that I was doing. I've got a pro marker reference that I was using for a particular type of face. My list of artwork that I want to do, my Goth Girls list. I've put in some more of these RhomanysRealm art cards because they're just pretty and I like them. And I used some ink pads on the back just to give them a bit of variety. I will use those for, you know, notes or lists, or you know, I've got a list of book reviews that I want to do, long-term lists rather than stuff that I could write on a sticky note. I've got some, this is what I do with my class notes for classes that I'm taking or for YouTube videos that I'm taking. I'm looking at. This was from a GTD Q&A with Dave Allen about the Get Things Done system, and I used sketch notes for that, so I put all my sketch notes in that section. And I've got lined paper and I've got blank paper in there, that's all. My class section, as I just showed you, I've got notes for my classes, and I've got it split up with these clear dividers again. So that is the current class and that is the last class, and that is actually today. My today marker is in the wrong place. It should actually be back here. because that class is still, it's not finished yet, it's got another 3 things to go. So again, I've got my rulers at the bottom. These rulers are Collins. Yeah, Collins Debden. That's that logo there. They're like the Filofax rulers, but the holes are in the wrong place, so I just repunched the holes and cut the slits. It looks dreadful. You can see that the holes are all over the place, but they work. You know, they're quite hard, so it doesn't really matter that they don't. You know, they hold perfectly well. And I've got them at the bottom again. And again, I've got, you know, for this particular class, I had a drawing prompt, a writing prompt, and a planning prompt. So I split them up. And then this was for my videos, which obviously I haven't bothered filling in. So that's that one. Then I've got the 2014 planner, and on this one I've written in days that things are due, like days I have to pay things, days that, you know, when I have to renew things, all work stuff. It's not personal stuff in any way, shape or form, this is all work stuff. So days I have to renew my domain names and pay for my Vimeo and all that sort of stuff. So I do have it in my personal planner as well, but I've got it in here so that I can refer to it easily. And then the Dodo pad is, as I said, where I'm organising my classes. I've got a lot of things to transfer over to here, but you can see I've already got some things written in. And I like these because I've got very tiny writing, as you can see. Oh, sorry, got off camera there. My writing is really tiny, so I can plan quite well on this small section. These are pages out of my Midori notebook that I just pulled apart because I was getting to the point where I'd finished the notebook, but I still had things that were relevant to what I was working on now, so, you know, I had to pull it apart and put it in here. I wasn't going to write all that out all over again. So at the moment I've got up to March in here, because I like to plan 3 months ahead, and I have already got a plan for 3 months, but I can put more in here if I want to. And you know, again, once I get settled into this one, this is a new setup, I've only just got the diaries because they only came out at the end of December. I'll show you a bit more of what I'm doing once I've got it working for me. Then I've got my pink is for YouTube and blogs and vlogs and all that kind of stuff. So I've got a list of books that I want to review. I've got some items, materials that I want to review. I've got a vlog a day list. I've got some YouTube videos, and I should have a video sheet in here of the Filofax video I just shot and the Filofax video I'm doing now and the next one I'm doing, but it's there because I'm using it. It's actually stuck to the thing in front of me so that I don't forget to mention anything. But that will go back in here, and then, you know, when I come to do another Filofax A5, when I come to show you the update on the calendar, I can look at that and say, well, last time I already talked about this, so I don't need to cover that again, or oh, this has changed, so I'll update that. My purple section has nothing in it at the moment. In my compact, my purples is my personal. In my work planner, my purple section is for Journal Gypsies. I don't have anything in there at the moment because that's all in a separate notebook. I need to bring it across to here. But what I'm probably going to do is to drill holes in the notebook and stick it in here, because so not writing it all out again. But this will be similar to my YouTube section, where it's, you know, video plans and blog posts and stuff like that. I'm very much a paper planner. I like to write things out on paper before I do them digitally and just make notes and things. Blue is admin, and I've got all sorts of things in here. I've got, for instance, a list of things that I took to a craft fair. Excuse me. A list of things that I needed to take to a craft fair and things I needed to do while I was there. I've got mat sizes that I used for my paintings. Information for an online article I did. my mailing list people, things that I need to do at some point. And then at the back I've got my finance section, and I don't really have anything in here at the moment because I'm just in the middle of doing my taxes, so it's all been cleared out and it's waiting to be sorted, but I do have my sales lists in here and things. And then at the back here I've got the end of the Dodo pad. It's actually got January and February section and March, April, May, June forward planner, and then 2015 forward planner. So, and then it's got blank pages for the appendix. Now I can use this for my finance section because, you know, if I've got things that I need to pay later in 2005, once I've paid them in 2004, I can put them on here. You know, anything that's like warranties for equipment I buy, like the warranty for my phone runs out in May, that will go on here. And then I've just got a general notes section that I can just put any additional information that I can't put anywhere else. Which would be things like my online tax user login number, and, you know, I'll probably stick a thing to the back of this and put my online user registration form, my VAT tax registration card in it and things like that. So yeah, that's how it works. My rulers are, I've got today's plan, which obviously is January at the moment because I haven't got December in here. I've got today's classes, what's actually happening, and then I've got the stuff that I'm working on at the moment, the class plans that I'm actually working on, if that makes sense. So today's work, that makes more sense. Today's work, today's class, and things that I'm working on that I'm planning for a later date. If that makes sense. Hopefully it makes sense. As you can see, I'm still moving into this one. I do have things like this in it, but again, because it's small rings, I don't really want a lot of stuff in it, so I can always take these out and, you know, shove them in the pocket or something. And then that goes in there, slides in really easily. So I can always take these postcards out and put them in there, or, you know, put them in this pocket, or slot them down the back of there. There's a big pocket there for putting things in. And then it all zips up. And if I need to go anywhere like the gallery or anything, I can take this all with me. Any meetings or anything, I can take all of that. And I've got all my information, plus my tablet, all in one place. So that's it, that's my A5 Pennybridge and how I'm using it as my work project planner.